Hello and welcome back to Jesus
There was a root
Christ.
beer all over my hands right now. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so sicky.
I can't get
Everything
three
fell
words
apart.
in before you
Everything
guys
fell apart.
immediately just Mac, welcome to the chaos. This is only gonna get worse from here. How's it going?
Chaos.
Yeah, we're here with Mac, another streamer. Awesome streamer, by the way. I'll make sure to post your link to your Twitch in the description. Everybody go check her out. She's an awesome streamer. Anyway, let's just get into it. First off, yesterday I went to a Matchbox 20 concert. It was awesome.
Was it a striking performance?
I hate you sometimes, man.
It was too easy. It was right there.
Grant needs his freedom of speech rights revoked.
Sometimes, man, I feel like he does, but sometimes I'm just like, if he doesn't get these out, it's only gonna get more aggressive in his physical form, and we don't want that. You know? I mean, he's like what 250. He's gonna take us out pretty quick.
250. Huh. I'm glad you think so little of me.
I didn't want to go above and then hurt your feelings. That's all.
You won't.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, no, it was a great concert. The main guitarist, I think, what was his name? Kyle Cook. We went to like Noblesville, and that's his hometown, so it was kind of a special concert there. It was actually for the tour. It was the largest turnout, and it may have been the largest turnout for any of their concerts ever. It was a great show. Although I was very disappointed at first until I realized I was an idiot, because I was expecting them to play what's it called, Smooth, I think, but I didn't realize, one, that's a Santana song, and two, that was when Rob Thomas went solo and he was only featured in the song, so it was like a double whammy. I'm just like, oh, I'm just an extreme idiot. No wonder they're not gonna sing it.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, okay. All right, Shire, don't be talking, man.
You don't have to
Okay,
remind us,
I got
buddy.
you.
We got your back.
I am literally about to make a video of all my dumbest sayings on this podcast. I am
You
well
do
aware
have
I'm
quite
an
a
idiot.
few.
I have probably at least 5 minutes worth, probably more.
Yeah, you're on some is mayonnaise an instrument type shit sometimes. Like it's pretty out there.
I've had some quotes kind of like that, you know. No, but Mac, also you're on episode 40 of the podcast, so yeah,
40. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Damn, we're really that far into this shit?
yeah, man, dude, it's actually what day is it? Yeah, we're actually a full year now. In 4 days is when the podcast started a year ago.
Damn.
August 10th.
Really?
August 10th is when the first 3 episodes aired. We started in July, but like August 10th is when it actually aired.
Damn, I'm old.
What?
For a year. For a year.
Dude, you know
In
how-
a year.
You know how fast that year passed?
Dude,
Yeah,
passed
it
way
did.
too
It
fast.
did. To be fair, it doesn't feel like it's been a year in this podcast. I mean, but we also have missed a lot of weeks. We've missed 16 to be exact. I guess if you want to get technical.
Oh well, you know how it is. That's the thing though. Like early on, we didn't have Shire, so it was
True.
just me, you, and Mason.
hmm
And
And we just did endless rigged game shows.
dude, you're pissing me off, Mason.
Those game shows, listening back on them, I loved how rigged they were.
Oh my god, dude, they were such bullshit.
Mac, I'm not sure if you bothered to listen to any of the episodes before this, but when we first started, we wanted to make it a game show type podcast, and then we switched to story time, and then we switched to having guests on, stuff like that. It's just kind of all spread out now. But
It has evolved over
it
time.
has evolved a lot. But we started out in game shows, and all of us were just at each other's throats because every time someone was the host, we were setting someone up to fail every time.
My
It was particularly Austin.
Okay, except for, I didn't do it because the
Okay.
one that I remember making with the comic books, you had every goddamn right to win, and yet Grant won.
Exactly.
Fair and goddamn
No,
square.
he won fair, but it was set up for him to lose. Either way, it just didn't happen. In the same way, the first episode that I set up was explicitly rigged to make sure he couldn't win. To make sure there was zero
Yeah.
chance he could
Yeah,
win.
the last question was literally just whatever Mason says is correct, and it takes away all Grant's points.
no, that was the second
That was
time
the
we
one
did
I
that
was
episode.
in.
The first episode was we had all like you gathered all the points and then you went into Final Jeopardy, and the only question that mattered was Final Jeopardy. If you got it right, you win. If you didn't, you lost, and the other person won. So basically, it was whoever got the most points, which was obviously going to be you because you knew more about me,
Mhm.
was going to cause you to lose. Because
Such horse shit.
it was.
God.
One
Sounds a
I
little
was so
rigged.
stupid, bro.
Oh, it was extremely rigged. We didn't really hold back. I'm still disappointed about the lost episode, man. We need to go back and record
Oh,
it
dude.
sometime.
I don't think we can. I
We
think
can't-
it's one
no,
of those
we
things
need
that-
new prompts or something.
Yeah.
I don't-
I
I
think
don't-
we
I-
could. I think we could do.
I think it'll be always overshadowed by the better episode, but
Mhm.
I think we can go back and do it at one point. You know, maybe for the 50th episode to celebrate.
Maybe our
Yeah.
bicentennial episode.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get crunk as shit on that episode if I'm here.
Fair enough. I don't know. I need to figure out how we need to do it though. We'll set it up. We'll think about it.
Fucking,
But,
I'm gonna pour some Crown Royal right now.
And Mac, for
Yes.
your information, to catch you up on what episode we're talking about, really early on. This was probably what episode? This was
This
really
is
early
episode
on. First
1.
10. No. It wasn't episode 1, but it was first 10 episodes. It was episode 3 that we
Oh, the
that
lost
the
one?
recording messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And basically what it was it was prompts, and it was who can be the bigger scumbag in the scenario, with what they do. So it was just an absolute storm of babbling, trying to conceive of the most toxic, disgusting actions you can choose at any
Oh,
given
no.
moment.
It was so funny because Grant he's very creative with this, and he's also doesn't like to hold back on these kind of things as well. Like me and him both share the thing that we don't take the high road, we go extremely low if we want to.
The imaginary person
There's a high
that
road?
we
Exactly.
that we robbed, they did not make it out with any left shoes, and they had saltine crackers crushed up in their bed.
Oh,
And mine was smash their snow globe collection, hide raw meat in their ventilation, and strip all the covers off of all the furniture. So all the zip-on covers around the foam of your couch. I would just take that. I would leave all the foam and everything, but I would take all the covers, and then I'd pull everything out of their pantry and just set it on the floor randomly.
So
Just
the prompt for this is that your rich neighbor was going out of town, and when he's out of town, you see him being robbed. What do you do? And
And we ended up being shittier than the robbers.
Yeah, they chose to just
Oh
take it
my
out on the venue
God.
so they can never get caught.
it's like that one movie where the guy hated his neighbor, or he moved into the house next door to his wife and erected a giant middle finger statue in the backyard. It's kind of that type of
What
thing.
movie is this? I've never heard that.
I can't remember. I've only ever seen the clip of it, but it's fucking hilarious. That he's standing in the backyard, watering the flowers, and she walks out on her porch and just looks over, and he's just smiling. There's this huge brass middle finger next to him.
That's money well spent right
Oh,
there.
that is awesome.
You're goddamn right it is.
Yeah, no, we have a lot of good times on here. Particularly
sounds very interesting.
the story times. The game shows were good. The story times I felt were better at some points.
Except for the
Yeah,
fact
yeah.
that you two get on a fucking tangent and you don't stop.
Because
That
we
is
have
pretty
so
bad.
many stories that are also just pure gold. And if we don't get them out at that point, we're gonna forget about them because our ADHD will just be not today. Not today.
Yeah, it's an all or nothing type
Yeah.
story vomit.
That's
As
my
soon
issue.
as-
I will come to an episode thinking of 10 ideas, and I get 20 minutes before, and my mind is just blank. There ain't
We-
nothing up
we
there.
Gotta
gotta
write
start
them
writing these
down.
Yeah, exactly. But we're too lazy. We'll forget to write them down, and then we'll forget about them.
True. I wing everything.
It's a
There's
vicious
nothing
cycle.
I don't wing.
Yeah, no. That's why I write down the quote of the years from this podcast and stuff like that. Because if I don't, I'll never remember them. Because even though they're pure gold,
Yeah.
like you really got to see them sometime. Maybe we'll show you after the recording. They're pretty out there, you know.
Last year's were great. I
Oh,
just
no.
Last year's were great.
last year's were great. I think the problem was like we just started too late because we
Oh.
started like halfway through the year.
We started
there
in
was, like-
August.
yeah, so like there was just a really small pool to pull from.
I don't know if you can math. I think that's a little further than halfway through the year.
Yeah, it is. But either way,
I was thinking July, but
either way, we probably had more there than we do since January. No,
yeah, we're
we're
a
because
little over halfway through the year.
Because here's the thing, right? All the funny bits happened when we were at campus. Like all,
Yeah.
all of them happened there. And last semester, I was pretty much locked in my dorm studying.
Mm.
So like I didn't get much interaction, and we didn't get to get a whole lot of quotes of the year. And then the summer, he has barely any internet, so he doesn't get to play. So we don't have any quotes from there. So it's been really like getting only from the podcast, you know.
Yeah, we've had kind of a tough way to go these past couple of months.
Yeah, but good news. Not sure if anyone saw the for listeners, right? Not sure if you guys saw the announcement on my Discord, but we're gonna have two new merch items coming to the merch shop soon. The Tax the Poor, Eat the Amish sticker is gonna be made soon, and then I'm also gonna make a shirt with my logo on the chest, and then around the entire thing is gonna be all my dumbest quotes, just covering the shirt.
That
You
sounds
won't have enough
great.
space.
Yeah, fair enough.
You're gonna run out of space.
We'll use smaller
It's
font.
gonna be like Conor McGregor's "fuck you" suit,
Yes.
where it's like pinstripes
Yeah.
at like 12 size 12 font all over.
Yeah. No, I think those two will genuinely sell really well because I think my community will really love them. I know.
That's the poor the Amish sticker.
Dude,
love.
the sticker. I even have friends from like college who are wanting to get them because they made their own stickers and put them on like their shaker and stuff like that. Like they made a oh god, they made like an outer space one where it was like a spaceman with like a skeleton burning, like the Liquid Death logo, but like as the skeleton
Oh,
or
yeah,
the
yeah.
astronaut's face. And then it just and it had like a bottle of like an indescribable alcohol, and it's just said like getting zorbed or something like that. Just like something stupid like that. And so I texted David, who's gonna be my roommate, about it because he was the one who made the sticker. I'm like, I texted him like, hey, I got a new sticker for you, potentially when we get back up to campus. He goes, what? And I told him, you remember how that flag that we were gonna make about the Amish? She goes, yes. I'm like, I'm making a sticker instead. And he goes, dude, I will buy 10.
10 of them.
Because basically what the sticker is like, so me and Grant, basically we have to drive through Amish country when we go back up to campus. And
We did. Now we drive separately because you can take your car.
we're still
for
gonna,
your truck.
and we're going up on the same day, right?
No,
You're going up on the 19th.
no,
Oh, you're not?
no.
Okay, never mind. Whatever.
going- I'm
Either
going-
way,
Big disappointment.
either way.
I'm going up on the 20th
Okay,
because I get home on the 19th,
fair enough.
and I might go up on the 19th, but it'll depend on like how I'm feeling and when I get home.
I'm just gonna say this right now, Grant. When we're driving on the same days, we're just gonna sit in a call when we're driving, because that way,
Oh,
at least we can still be able to talk to each other and have our stupid chats.
I promise you will not be driving to Purdue at the same time I am. Because
I mean,
I'll
like-
be on a 6-hour car ride from Missouri back home.
No,
and
no, no.
then
I
might-
mean, like driving back and forth on like holidays and stuff like that.
Yeah, unless we like ride together.
Yeah, but typically we won't because I'll still need my truck when I go back home.
Hmm.
He's trying to convince me just to ride with him still and just leave my truck at campus. That's gonna get towed if I leave it.
You can park it in my apartment.
I could. Maybe.
I mean, like,
I don't know.
Is it? Most apartments are like strict about that shit though.
man,
Does your apartment
fuck
not
them.
give a fuck?
Fuck them. I don't give a shit if they care.
Don't you have to
No-
like
nobody gets towed.
register?
Yeah,
But
like
you do, but nobody checks.
my brother's last apartment that you had to put tags in your wind like behind your mirror And every night there would be a guy who would go around and check all of the numbers and make sure every car had one.
Oh
And
no.
if it didn't have one, it got towed.
For
Yeah,
us,
that
you
was
go
that-
on. For us, you go on like a website and you register the year, or no, it's the make, model, and license plate of your car and the apartment number, and it's only there for 24 hours, and you have to do it every day,
What?
and then they check. Yeah.
That's
That's
stupid.
horrible.
All right.
Get a new
Listen,
apartment. You just don't live there
Mac,
anymore.
Mac, both you and Silas, your brother, live in way nicer apartments than I live in. I can
Yeah.
promise you that.
Yeah, no doubt. The apartments that my brother lived in, they were brand new.
My rent is $385 a month. I promise they live somewhere nicer
shit.
than me.
Mine is 1,500. Holy shit, 385. Oh,
God
yeah,
damn.
I live in a 2-bedroom, 1-bath,
oh.
3 miles from campus,
Well, what state do you live in?
Indiana.
Indiana.
Indiana. Okay, I'm in Dallas, Texas. So
Actually, I saw
Yeah,
Widow
fuck.
just moved to Dallas, today.
yes.
which I'm also
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed about because now I need to determine like if I want to move to Dallas or Austin when I'm.
Dallas.
Yeah, but
There's
I have
so
friends.
many
I have friends
creators in
in
Dallas.
both now, and I'm just like, as long as it's not
They can
Houston,
move
I
to
guess it's good.
Austin.
You know.
Yeah, Houston's horrible. Do not move to Houston.
know.
Horrible city.
Yeah, it's like,
Last time I was in Houston, I saw a guy walking down the street with a chainsaw going the entire time.
Oh hell no.
Like he was just walking around and the chainsaw was active. And it had the blade and everything.
He probably had the chain brake on. I almost
Dude
did
was just
my
ready.
I almost did an internship in Houston this summer.
Well, I'm glad you didn't, because otherwise next time we see you was in a casket.
You saved yourself.
Yeah.
The fucking
I
traffic, dude.
lived there for a year and a half. I will not go back there again. I'm still technically employed in Houston, so I'm supposed to go back once a month. I do not. Absolutely not. No.
I hate. Austin knows this. I hate the city. I despise it. I can't live in a city. I don't know what it is.
Sioux
It's just too
Falls is
cramped.
about as big as I can get.
You
I-
would
I-
not like Dallas then?
I
Yeah.
just can't live in a city because like, no offense to you, Mac. I'm sure you're a lovely person, but the people who live in cities are
offended.
assholes.
Yeah.
The people who
I
live in
agree.
cities are assholes.
Max
and
no different. No, I'm kidding.
And I am normally I try to be very calm and very understanding, but once I get going, I'm gone. It's over. So, for example, on Friday, I was driving my cousin around because my aunt needed some help getting my cousin from point A to point B because she can't drive yet. And I got stuck behind this guy going 25 and a 40. Okay. And I was screaming.
Well, that person's just a dumbass.
That
No,
happens all the time in our town.
It's all the time. But
Agreed.
here's the thing: we get up to the turn light, right? And there's another car in front of this guy, and we're sitting there, and the turn arrow goes green, and I'm sitting there watching, waiting for the brakes to turn off in front of me so we can go, and they never do. So we sit there for more than 5 seconds. I apologize. I actually underestimated the amount of time we sat at this light. I can't believe it. We sat there for between 5 and 10 seconds before I honked. The person in front of me didn't even honk. I had to honk. The 2 cars in front of me made it through the intersection and I did not. The people in the lane next to me have seen what has just happened. See me screaming. My cousin looks over and the guy in the truck next to us is laughing his dick off.
Yeah,
I
it's
would
kind
be
of
too.
funny.
I would
I
be
would
too.
be.
I would feel bad for you, but just saying. Because here's the thing, Grant. You're hilarious when you're angry, man. You don't get angry often unless you're.
It's only when I
driving.
drive. It really is when I drive. I don't get like more aggressive with my driving, but I have like extreme road rage.
I
I'm
would
just,
be
like, yelling.
laughing my ass off
He
too if I
has-
saw that.
He has the most aggressive outburst of anger when he's driving you've ever seen. He goes from like having a calm, nice conversation to like screaming, and you would think that there's about to be a drive-by happening. Like that's the aggression that comes out of his voice when he's driving.
And I listen to like I don't listen to like rap music or anything to make me mad when I drive. I listen to calm country music.
He's
And-
listening to like either Frank Sinatra or like oh god,
George Strait.
George Strait. That's what I was trying to think of. Like there's no in between, and then all of a sudden he has Houston level anger coming out.
Drivers in Houston are scary. They don't
Don't
know
you
what
drive
they're
like
I've
100
seen
mile an
people
hour?
in like in Texas that are getting passed going over 100. It's like how?
Well,
How are your cars
okay.
going that fast.
To be fair, I have gone like 110 before because I used to drive from Houston to Dallas all the time before I moved here, and you just find a pack of cars, and there was like 4 people going 110 on this highway at midnight.
Houston is like a pack of sardines, right? It's just safety in numbers. If you're in a large enough group, you can intimidate predators by by making them think you're larger than them.
So true. It's so sad because I got to Dallas and I was going 88 and I got pulled over, but I didn't get pulled over going 110.
Oh my god. Oh, that is that is a great analogy, Grant.
Houston drivers are like monkey strong together. You know, like if you just keep our heads down, cars close, we can get where we're going, no problem.
Yeah, I was chilling. It was really sad because my car basically like drives itself up to 90 miles per hour. So I had to actually drive though, which was very depressing. But
Slap that bitch in cruise control.
I couldn't. It only went up to 90.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck is it? A Model T? Just, did you have to crack an egg over the radiator before you left that morning?
No, it's a Honda Civic.
Oh god. Don't even get me started on Civic drivers.
The
My
1973 model.
My worst road rage comes out with Civic drivers because they just drive like cunts.
Okay,
There's-
I'm a good driver. Okay.
I have gotten cut off by 3 Honda Civics in a row one day. Like, I mean, within the 5-second span, it's just cut off, and I'm like, I'm done. I was tailgating that last Honda Civic to make sure that 4th one couldn't get over.
Hold on. Mac, you say you're a good driver.
Yes.
What is your car's name?
Okay, it doesn't have a name.
Okay,
It's
anyone
It's
who
going
doesn't give their
away.
vehicle a name.
It's being
Does not
leased.
care about their
It's
vehicle.
going away in a few months.
Okay.
How many curbs has your no-name car kissed?
Look, that's a good driver is just like being very
No.
cautionary, defensive. Yeah.
A good driver is someone who doesn't have to deal with the rest of traffic. A good driver is someone who just gets to be on a joyride by themselves, all right? If you don't have to deal with traffic, you're a great driver because that means you just passed it immediately or you found the perfect timing to drive and just avoid it altogether. If you're like stuck bumper to bumper traffic, you're not a good driver because you're just getting angry.
Or you know the roads
Yeah.
in which to avoid all of the really bad traffic.
That brings me back to your earlier point, Grant. That's one of the reasons that I could never live in a massive city because like it took me a year to learn Sioux Falls in and out.
Mm-hmm.
And I could bring you anywhere in Sioux Falls, anywhere in the nearby cities, because it's similar to places like Minneapolis, Houston, LA, where they kind of have micro cities within it, but they're just on the edge of Sioux Falls. We got Harrisburg, and I could locate any of those. But you put me in a city that's like that fucking massive, I will never know the full ins and outs. I will always be having to use Google Maps. I will never know where the fuck I am.
Oh, I use
Do-
maps constantly. I lived in Arizona for 20 years. You think I still know the roads? No. Fuck
The-
no.
The only good part about like major metropolises is that at a certain point they're like, man, we have to start numbering this shit. Like we cannot think of enough names for the roads. You know what I mean? Like go down to 122nd Street.
No, or just go to Purdue. You have 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th Street.
Fourth. Yeah.
It's just like, Okay, what's the major road? 3rd. Oh, so you can drive on that? No.
No, you can't. I'm sorry. No.
3rd Street's the one you just walk on. You know, that's only for students.
They closed that one down. Too many people got hit.
Yeah.
hate one ways though. Like before I had gone to Houston, I had never gone down a one way before. And there was a time I accidentally went the wrong way at one point because I had never I didn't know what the fuck they were.
What do you mean? It's self-explanatory.
I had never seen one before. It was new to me.
You have probably seen one before. You just weren't paying attention to the sign.
No, I lived in a small city in Arizona, and it was very dead there.
There's a one-way in my hometown of 2,000 people.
Yeah, there's a one-way by the post office. I'll tell you, there is nothing more exhilarating than going down to the post office on the one-way and playing chicken with some 90-year-old bitch who accidentally made her turn too early.
No.
I'll tell you what, that'll pucker your ass off, let me tell you.
I hate one-ways at Purdue because people don't pay attention to the signs. They're on joyrides, and you'll get like I'll be in the car with my friends or whatever, right? And they'll be driving down this one way, the right way, and all of a sudden there's just 2 cars who are driving the wrong way, and they'll look at you like you're stupid, and you'll point to a sign, and you're so confused because they're reading the back of the sign, they can't see it. Because they just flew past the do not enter sign. People are just... I'm convinced that people only know how to drive if there's a stoplight and a 2-way highway.
Dude, that's why I'm so nervous, because there's a huge remodeling going down in Sioux Falls where on our main street, 41st Street, they're changing the bridge over the interstate into a diamond intersection, if you know what that is.
Oh, yeah.
And in its idea and its work, it is more efficient. But I know Sioux Falls drivers, and there's already been 30 accidents just with the fucking preparation. I can't imagine the stupidity of people not understanding that they have to get to the opposite side of the road.
Why do you know the number of accidents?
Diamonds have stoplights, though. You got to take that into account.
Yes,
you got to trust
but that has never stopped Sioux Falls drivers before.
No, it's like
That's
roundabouts in Indiana, man. The only people who know how to drive them are the people who've lived with 8 of them already around. You go to our city, there's 1 roundabout. People don't know how to use it.
How
I
do
don't
people
like
not know
roundabouts.
how to
They'll be
use
going in
roundabouts?
circles for ages just trying to figure it out. You know?
That's what I don't
USI?
understand.
Yeah.
Roundabouts stress me out.
Roundabouts
take
are
your
efficient
turn
and they're
system.
not that hard. You just merge in and you go. But people just will sit there going, how does a roundabout work?
Dude, last time I went to visit my dad, there's a roundabout right next to his house,
Mhm.
and I was behind a guy. We both got in. It was clear, and then he just slams on his brakes and lets 10 people just get in front of him, and I was so close to getting out of my goddamn car and slashing his tires. I was so goddamn close.
This is why I tell
Your
Grant I
driving
need to carry
privilege
a
has been
baseball bat
revoked.
in the back seat. So if someone ever does something like that again, I just immediately come out and just smash a
I have a
taillight
machete
so the cops
under
won't
my
move.
driver's seat. They
Hold
will
on, and
not
you were
have
gonna
tires.
drive with this man? You're
9mm.
going in a car with this man?
9mm. That's all you need is a 9.
You
9
don't have a
millimeters.
bunch of weapons in your car?
No.
Oh,
I have a machete under the seat, a knife in the cup holder, and an axe in the trunk.
Mason is a survivalist at its finest. He's
Even
ready
then-
for the apocalypse. If a zombie apocalypse ever comes out and they start attacking his car, he's gonna pull out 5 weapons and start hacking them to pieces and then
Dude,
drive
I
off.
have so many weapons.
That would be the only time I would want to be in his car. Is
I
if there was a
have
zombie.
a
apocalypse.
giant sword right next to me.
He has a katana. He does have a katana.
An Odachi.
You know what? You know what's a
It's
great
a
idea.
great
Broadsword.
sword.
I really want a broadsword.
You know what's a great idea?
Hmm.
Getting those cheapo frisbees and keeping one in between your center console and your driver's seat, and so you're driving on the road, you can just throw them at people.
No,
It's
dude, that's
minor
like
to no
the people
damage.
who throw pennies at people's windows and shatter them.
Okay, but pennies could actually break your window. a plastic frisbee isn't doing shit to your car. It's just gonna scare
Aim
you.
it perfectly into the wheel axle well.
I don't agree.
No,
I
no,
didn't
aim it
realize-
perfectly through somebody's cracked window so it hits him in the face.
No, Grant, I didn't realize you were talking about other cars. I thought you were just gonna be in your car just pegging civilians on the sidewalk. with frisbees.
Well, I have some beater
Just
disc golf
boom,
discs in my car. I have some beater disc golf discs in my car. I could
Go to-
probably do it.
Just go to Amazon, order like a 30-pack of plastic frisbees, go down the most walked street in your city and just start throwing them at people drive-bys.
Another thing is, I can completely imagine Grant doing it. That's why it was my first thought, and not throwing it at other
I
cars.
can 100% see him doing it.
Oh, dude.
Going down to the riverfront, like threading the needle between trees, hit a dog in the face.
It's like the guy who was on top of the roof throwing donuts at people in the hot tub below. You know?
Oh my
Have you seen
God.
that video?
No, but that sounds hilarious.
It gets to a point where they start realizing there's donuts being thrown at them, and they start cheering him on, trying to catch it, and then they'll be being on the other roof trying to catch it as well, and it'll just miss it, drop down, and hit someone in the head on the hot tub.
We need to give Grant a body cam and then just start making YouTube videos about
no.
him doing fuck shit.
I don't.
We
I don't
can't
want-
we
I
can't
don't
have a
want
body
proof.
cam for him because it'll be just showing him making Tannerite or something like that.
That
I
makes
don't-
for great content.
I don't want the ATF to know about the fake dog filled with tannerite and ball bearings. That's not something I want them to know about. I want them to find that out naturally.
Naturally.
No, it's be like the ATF's like, we need to see all your guns. Yeah, sure, they're in that lawn gnome over there.
I had him in the lawn gnome.
Oh my god. This
Yeah.
has been some of the best conversations we've had in a long time. I haven't laughed this hard from this podcast in a minute. I think it's been since the fly rail stories that I've laughed this hard.
Dude,
You got
do you
good
guys-
ones and you got okay ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Do you guys remember the video of the guy where it's like, all you need to defend your home is a thing of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce
Yeah.
and 10,000 kilograms of refined uranium-235,
I love that video so much.
like a flashbang grenade?
And then it's like the Sweet Baby Ray's does more damage than the uranium.
No, he uses the Sweet Baby Rays purely as a window destroyer and distraction because he launches it at 100 kilometers an hour. Can you imagine throwing a Sweet Baby Ray's bottle 100 kilometers an hour?
If that hits someone in the face, they're dead. They're just immediately done.
They're not dead, but they probably have a broken nose. That would probably fucking
It
hurt.
depends. It depends on where they hit him in the head. If they hit him in the back of the head, it's like right in the soft spot. You know?
They're not a baby.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying like right where that is, man. It's gonna be like they're,
That'd be
they're gonna be hurting.
painful.
Oh yeah, no, they're gonna be. Hurting.
I think we should do a test run on him just to be sure because he's doubting it right now.
Yes. That's fine. I agree to that. I
Yeah.
agree to your terms.
Yeah, okay.
We get like the MythBusters, get like slingshots and stuff like that. Just launch this thing at the back of your skull.
A Sweet Baby Ray's trebuchet. And we'll put Red Bull decals all over it
Oh
and act
my
like it's
God.
sponsored by Red Bull.
I forgot. Well, that is the one good part of that one Grand Tour episode I refused to show you. They make a
car
trebuchet.
trebuchet.
A trebuchet,
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, like that is the only good bit in that episode. The episode goes on way too long.
That's the French one, right?
That's the French one, yeah.
Fucking French people, dude.
Name one person who hates the French more than the French.
The French. Me.
You're
The
French.
Italians. The
Yeah.
Italians. Oh,
It's
dude,
true.
the Italians hate the French.
Yeah.
It's because the French think they make better wine than the Italians, and the
No.
Italians think the French's wine tastes like water. So,
Oh god, dude, it's like I don't know.
Bye, Shire.
Oh, Shire just left.
Oh.
He said he gave the eye roll face. Parents got to go.
What
Oh,
a ditcher.
no.
That's so fake.
That is what it is.
No, low key, his parents, low key, be kind of anal about when he goes to bed because he's
Yeah.
starting school, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he started now. I think tomorrow's the first day.
I
Um,
see. He's a child.
Imagine being in school.
I know. Like we're in college.
He's like
but-
you. He's 14, right?
yeah, and yeah, 14, about to be 15, I think.
I thought he like literally turned 14 like 5 months ago or something.
I always forget
I
how
don't
young
know.
he is.
Either way,
He just went through puberty, so his voice is a lot deeper. That's all.
Dude,
That's all I
it's
know.
it still shocks me to this day when I just didn't get into any calls for like 2 months, come back,
Oh, I
and
remember
he
that.
is just deep voice McGee over here.
Grant. By the way, you know how we were talking about like that one night we'll be doing like a drinking stream kind of thing or whatever, and we do like Smirnoffs. I found a
Yeah.
better solution. Right, the Jack Daniel's watermelon punch is so good. It is literally like drinking a watermelon Jolly Rancher.
So we start. So
Oh,
we
I
start
need
with
to
two of
try it
those.
then.
It's like 4.8% alcohol.
Dude, we're gonna have to drink an entire handle to
No,
even
Grant,
get going.
I had 2 24 ounces of that, and then also another 24 ounce of Twisted Tea, and then a cherry bourbon lemonade as well. All last night at the concert. Didn't get past
Oh,
Buzz,
God.
but it was awesome.
Oh,
Dude,
see,
we-
I'm such a lightweight. I have
not.
2 Smirnoffs. I'm good to go.
Oh God,
I'm such
you
a
serious?
Yes. I mean, it's good for my wallet.
Yeah, fair
Oh,
enough.
dear.
Hey,
Period.
What's good for my wallet is making my own.
Yeah, true. No, but Grant, you need to try the watermelon punch one. It is so good. Like, I mean, I also tried the down home punch as well. It's like pomegranate, not as good.
Mm-hmm.
But like, also the cherry bourbon lemonade was so fantastic. You know when like it was literally like drinking a popsicle because you could taste the cherry lemonade like a popsicle, and then you could taste the wood and the bourbon. You know,
Oh God,
Dude, there is nothing.
I actually do
better.
like the wood bourbon taste.
Dude,
I'm just
getting
not.
to,
I can't do bourbon.
Fair enough.
getting to the center of a popsicle, and then you're like not willing to let go of like the thought of eating a popsicle, so you sit there and chew on the stick for 30 minutes.
That's the same thing
Ugh.
I do with popsicles, man. It's why I like the bourbon wood taste, but I don't like it just plain, just straight bourbon. Because I don't want to just only taste wood. I want to have like that like other flavor with it, so that like it mixes well and it just tastes like I'm drinking a popsicle. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
A
gotta
little
get that feeling.
questionable.
Hey, fair enough. I don't care. Also, no, Grant. You know how in spring break I was looking for that howler head and we couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, the banana.
Yeah, I've been looking for it everywhere. I just found it in Noblesville. It's like 45 minutes away from Purdue, man. We can go there sometime.
Oh,
We
really?
need it. I found they had
Nice.
all of it. I'm gonna try it this week, hopefully. I'm so ready for it, man. It looks so good. I've been waiting. Okay, Mac, I've been waiting to try this drink since last December. And
Like 8 months ago, December, or the December before that?
like 8 months ago, December.
Okay.
I've been so what it is like it's banana howlerhead, which is banana whiskey, or like howlerhead, I mean, and then with root beer, and it tastes like a frozen banana.
Ugh.
Banana whiskey. What?
Um,
What?
Ugh.
You
I'm
can
not
get-
sure if I love that or throw up.
I like banana
Okay,
flavors.
hold on. There's a distinction that must be made whenever you talk about bananas.
Okay,
Is it bananas or is it Laffy Taffy?
I like both. I like banana flavoring and bananas.
Fuck
I
you.
just
I don't like the Laffy Taffy.
banana Laffy Taffy is the best flavor. I will stand by
No,
It's
I
not
literally-
my favorite, but I do enjoy it.
I bought a bag of them. I will send you a picture right now. There is literally in my desk drawer everything but the banana ones are gone, and I don't know what the
Send
fuck
them
to
to
do with
me.
it.
Send them to me. They
It
will
is-
be
I'm
gone.
not even
They will be
joking.
gone within the fortnight. All right. So I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones.
It's great.
We know.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I start watching Game of Thrones or any medieval stuff, my lexicon starts becoming more like medieval kind of thing. And so when I was talking about the theater episode or whatever, and I used the word groomed for Grant talking about like how he was preparing me for this position, I just watched the part where like Sam was talking about how the Knights of the Watch Leader was grooming Jon Snow to be the leader, and so that just immediately popped into my head, and not really thinking about what I was saying in modern times.
Oh, dude, takes on a whole new meaning after Go Go Rocket Girl. Oh,
Did you really just say hitherto undreamt of?
That's something Grant has said before. I know that. I've heard that one from him.
sometimes you have to dabble in the medieval. You know what?
Sometimes it comes in handy.
You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put this out there. This is gonna be a hot take, and people are really gonna think less of me for it, and I understand that.
We can't think much less of you already. It's pretty
Oh,
low.
I promise you can.
If it's what I think it is, I already think less of you for it anyway.
Yeah, you can definitely think less of me. The people, there's a club in Purdue, and I've seen them. The LARPing Club
Yeah.
actually looks so fun.
No, I
Just
totally
kidding.
agree with you. Dude, all my engineering friends, and these guys are like popular people, were like, dude, we gotta try that sometime. I was like, I know. It looks so fun, but so lame at the same time. That's why it looks fun.
It's one of those things that, like, you look stupid while you're doing it, but you're having too much fun to care.
Exactly.
I love doing it.
it's
Last
like
time I
going
went
to
to
a
the
trampoline
Renaissance
park.
Festival, I did it, and I had so much fun.
Dude, the video where it's like, unlocked a new ick, and it's just a video of her like boyfriend jumping across the trampolines in like a Sky Zone type thing.
Yeah.
Man, fuck you. Fuck you. You just can't be happy around some of these people, can you?
No,
Or
it's just-
did you ever
can't
see
use-
that TikTok where like a girl is like recording her boyfriend out by the pool, and he has like a broom in hand, and he's acting out a sword fight?
Yeah.
Fucking grab a broom and go join him.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No, like,
that shit gets me wet, bro.
some people just genuinely can't see others happy. Like I hate that because like especially guys, we just do the dumbest things so that we find fun, and we don't care who's watching or anything. And then some people are like getting secondhand embarrassment from it and call it the ick, and it's just like, why?
Yeah.
Go join in the fun. All right, you'll have fun as well if you stop taking it as if people are watching and you're gonna talk about it and gossip even though they don't know you. You know?
Like everything I did to entertain myself before I had access to the internet, I still do to this day.
Fair enough.
I still have Hot Wheels I'll randomly fuck around with on occasion. I'll still randomly do the hand fight thing.
See those back there? Legos and a Pokeball.
Yeah.
Still
Legos
do
are
those.
adult. Legos are an
Well,
adult thing now.
understandable.
Well, especially with how expensive they are these days. Yeah, they're an adult thing.
Dude, I have a SpongeBob flag that says no Winnies allowed. This is not an adult flag. All right.
I have a pirate flag.
Ugh. Besides, I'm about to make a sticker that says "Tax the poor, eat the Amish." Like,
Very
this is-
adult.
This is nuts. I guess you could make that assumption. No, but I know I said I was going to talk about it because I forgot to talk about it last time because we didn't end up doing it. I got to drive a Porsche the other day, and that was awesome. But
Loin stirring.
it was a 98 Boxster, and after driving it, as much as I loved it, I also realized how much I love power steering. Because I didn't realize that thing didn't have power steering, and when you're going around a corner and all of a sudden you go, "Eh," and that's about as far as you can get it before you're going around the turn. You know, it's not a great feeling.
Well, you know, I didn't have power steering in my car for a while.
I know.
And it was during the winter too. So whenever I'd turn out on my driveway, it would sound like there was a cat inside my engine, just like.
Yeah, but this is also something that goes like faster around corners and has a hard cornering. So like,
Mhm.
so the wheels already just don't want to. They're fighting against you already when you're going up
Mhm.
against it. So it's pretty brutal, but it's a lot
Have
of
you ever
fun.
have you ever driven a shitty Ford that has the Ford Death Wobble? That's a fun
I thought
time
that was
right
the
there.
Jeep. I thought that was the Jeep.
No,
Oh, it's the
Fords
Ford.
have it. Fords have it so often.
True.
Found on
I
road
saw-
dead.
I
There's
saw-
a reason.
I saw a video of a truck. It's like, oh, the truck has the death wobble, and they start doing it. It's just boom, 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 just up and down over and over. I was like, oh man.
Oh yeah, dude, the suspension was just fucked.
Dude, if I drew something like that, like if that happened to me and I'm on the road and all of a sudden I take a turn and all of a sudden I start wobbling like that, I'm pulling over to the side and I am just leaving it there. Like, I'm not getting back in that thing.
Dude, we are being atrocious hosts right now. Mac has not gotten to talk like at all. I feel so
Yeah.
I
bad.
don't know cars.
Fair enough.
Get off this topic. Sting.
Hey,
Gosh.
look, we probably should have explained this podcast better. It's not to interview you, it's just hanging out as friends. And so we wanted to invite you in here.
Mac, chastise
I'm
him.
driving. What?
Chastise him.
What?
Get angry at
Actually,
him for not
no.
letting you talk more.
Mac, I have something. Are we ever gonna play Rocket League sometime?
Potentially. Haven't we? I thought
No.
we have.
No, we did
Yeah.
a video. Speaking of which, that video is not. Okay, so we'll cover that video in a minute. We have not played Rocket League together. We have like been in the same party call, but we have not been in like the same game.
Oh, we played
No.
like 2 games of ranked, I'm pretty sure, and that was
I
it.
do not have you friended on Rocket League.
Maybe that's for the best.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Rocket League.
First off.
yeah, I wouldn't want him to drag down my rank either.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
But also that video, it's not going to air.
Why?
Because I didn't plan it out well enough. Because it was supposed to be a different video, right? So when I was going through it, I had an idea in mind, and then I had to change it last second. And when we recorded it, I still was going with the original plan. And so I don't have enough of what I need to be able to make it look good.
Oh
And
my
it's gonna
gosh.
take like 40 plus hours of editing to get it to
You
even
know
look
how much
decent.
time I put into that?
6 hours.
Too much.
6
Too
hours. I
much.
have your streams pulled up. That's all you did for the stream.
Too much.
But no, it's gonna take like 40 plus hours of editing work. Plus, I don't have everything I need, and it was getting to the point where I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Maybe I can do this. Nope, still not gonna work. I tried like a bunch of different things. Nothing would work, and it just got to the point where I'm like, it's more trouble than it's worth. We'll have the memories of it.
Maybe
You know?
it's for the best.
It probably is. I mean, besides, it spawned a rivalry / friendship with you and Cody anyway, so that's all we
I haven't
needed.
spoken to him since.
Yep, sounds about right. Well, plus the season's already started, so I barely spoken to him. So
What does the
You
season
always
start?
gotta have rivals.
yeah, the season started for our for Skyward series, which both me and him are playing, and we're on different team. We're on the same org, but he's on the 2 main rosters. I'm on the academy team, and he's also our coach.
Oh.
But like he's just started playing as being our coach, so he's only been there for 1 call.
Oh.
Yeah, we played our
I'm
first
lucky.
game Thursday, and we got absolutely
lose?
destroyed. We got 3-0'd.
Because you were on the team.
No, genuinely what it is we just have all 3 of us have different playstyles. I have an adaptable playstyle, so I can match for either one. But one of the people is like very passive and wants to play extremely like rotational, right? And the other person wants to play extremely aggressive and doesn't want to play as rotational. And so I'm somewhere in the mix where I'm just trying to find a right center for between those two, and it's not really changing a whole bunch. So we do play decently well, but we don't play well enough to where we can play like a team that we did last time where they were super aggressive. Like,
You know what? It's okay. Just tell yourself whatever will help you sleep at night, okay? It's okay.
Yeah,
Hey, these are not
Austin?
words from me. These are words from my coach. So
you know, Austin, you have the adaptability of Darwin from the X-Men First Class movies. You know,
That pains me to this day. Why would you bring that up? That is a painful memory.
that's a good one, Grant. I actually like that one a lot.
you're welcome.
Yeah,
The most unkillable character in all of history, and he's just dead.
immediately.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, the X-Men did a lot of good things and a lot of bad things in their movies. Like they have some like X-Men, not First Class, X-Men, Days of Future Past, which is goated, and then they have like X-Men
Most of
Origins,
First
you
Class
know?
was goated. most of First
Yeah.
Class was goated.
But then you have like
What
stuff like
they-
X-Men Origins, and it's just like, ooh, yikes.
What they did right was casting.
They
I don't
did a great
think
job casting.
I don't know that there's ever been quite as long of like a perfect streak of casting.
Like even
Well,
with the older and younger
Apocalypse.
versions, it still looked so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Apocalypse was kind of like, I don't know necessarily that was casting. I don't like the storm they had.
I did not like the new Storm.
Yeah, the new storm
I
I didn't
will- I
like,
will
but
agree with
other
that.
other than that, I liked everyone else for casting.
yeah.
Honestly,
Halle Berry.
to this day, I still always forget that it's fucking Oscar Isaac under the makeup.
Can we talk about that for a second? How Oscar Isaac is a tremendous actor who does great work, yet keeps getting put in these really terrible, like films, because these studio execs. Like, have you ever heard his his interviews talking about these Star Wars sequels?
No.
Because he goes after the second movie, I think it was, and he goes, "Man, if I knew this is what the sequels were going to turn into, I would have asked them to kill me off after the first movie."
Oh yeah.
Oh,
No, aren't all the actors like that though? Like, don't they all? Are, like,
Everyone,
kinda-
yeah, but Oscar
Yeah,
Isaac
no.
especially, just he tears in because like he's getting paid to say good things about the film. He's like, they're like, "Oh, what was your favorite part about the film?" He goes,
dying.
the the part where it ended." You know?
The ending credits.
But seriously, in Apocalypse, every time I come back around and watch it or I see it on a TikTok, I literally cannot see it as him. He does like the makeup and his acting are that damn good.
No, I agree.
Oh, it is amazing.
I
But no,
really like
Eric
Oscar Isaac.
Fassbender. Eric Fassbender.
Oh,
McAvoy.
It's Michael Fassbender. First off,
Michael. Yeah. Sorry.
I was like, who is
The
Eric?
name of the movie's Eric. The name of the movie's Eric.
Yeah.
But McAvoy, amazing. Like they just did such a good job.
Yeah, I agree.
And Ian McKellen.
and that's why I love Days of Future Past, because it brings the greatest casting ever so well, because
Dinklage.
they do such a good job at like the older and younger versions of Magneto and Professor X. They do such a good job at showing the growth and change over the years between them.
Yep.
And I love it every time.
Can we talk about how goated Peter Dinklage is for a second?
Dude, he's
Absolutely.
always goated.
Dude,
Don't get me
doesn't-
started.
it doesn't matter if he's like a small cameo or whatever. He plays the perfect role. Even in like Avengers Endgame, he had a small role, and he played it perfectly.
Even
You
in
mean in
Avengers.
Infinity War?
What do you say?
who was
Infinity
he in
War.
Avengers?
He was the guy who made Thor's new axe.
he was the last remaining dwarf.
Oh, okay.
They made
Okay.
they made a dwarf massive. That's my
It al-
favorite part.
It only
that-
makes sense.
They didn't adjust his proportions at all. They just like edited him to be bigger on the screen.
that is actually really funny. I do enjoy that.
Which I love.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Dude, his role in Pixels always cracks me the fuck up.
I forgot he
Oh
was
my
in that
God.
movie. Oh my god.
It always makes me die laughing. He is
That
my
is
Fire
favorite part of
Blaster?
that movie.
The
Yeah.
Fire Blaster.
Oh my god, I completely forgot he played like the main antagonist.
Like I don't know why people shit on that movie. Like
It's
no,
such a
it's
good
nothing.
movie.
It's nothing like it's not gonna win any awards, but it is such a great comedy movie.
It's like Billy Madison or whatever. It's like it's not like a
It's a
perfect movie, but it's
classic Adam
hilarious.
Sandler movie.
Exactly.
True. Adam Sandler. It's the best thing in the world that Adam Sandler just like dips into like serious acting roles that are actually like legitimately really good, and then just flies back out of it with just some piece of shit fart joke movie.
Just goes back to
Like
really
Uncut
ugly
Gems
guy who
to-
gets overly hot girl.
Exactly. No,
Yeah.
it's like going from Uncut Gems to Hubie Halloween 1 and 2.
Yeah.
God.
Bring back get Salma Hayek back on the screen.
Dude, true. You can never get enough of her.
Except in Eternals. Wow, this went really quiet all of a sudden.
I'm gonna be honest. I have not seen Eternals.
Don't.
I've
It's-
avoided watching it.
It's bad. It's so bad. I still can't believe there are people today who are defending that movie. It's,
I can only defend how well they portrayed speedsters.
Yeah, that's. Well, I mean, like, there are people who are like living by it's like, oh, this is still one of the best Marvel movies, and it's just literally, I think it's their second lowest rated Marvel project of all time.
Icarus is literally a Homelander wannabe.
Dude, wait. When does the new season come out, Austin?
November 3rd.
Fuck, dude. I can't wait.
It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good.
So good.
Can we talk about how also the show is 10 times better than the comics? Like exponentially.
The boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know. I have not read the comic. so I
I've just
cannot say.
seen bits and pieces, and from what it looks like, it's just like, okay. I've also seen YouTube videos of like why the show is better, and it's just like this makes so much more sense.
I have seen bits and pieces on the comic version of Soldier Boy,
Yeah.
and Jensen Ackles' version is definitely 10 times better.
Yeah.
Dude, Jensen Ackles is just a fucking G, bro.
Dude, he
Everything-
is.
Everything he touches turns to gold.
Dude, I don't remember the name of it, but have you ever seen the horror movie that he's in from all those years ago? I think it's
my God. I know what you're
it's-
talking about. I can't remember the name.
the name that I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure is a band. So
Yeah.
Okay, has Dead Meat done a kill count on this horror movie?
Maybe.
I don't know who that is.
Mac, do you know who Dead Meat is?
No.
She's just off in the background. She's just like cleaning laundry or doing laundry or whatever, cleaning up her room.
I'm heating up food right now.
Oh,
Mid recording
sense.
session, huh?
I don't blame her. I'm low-key hungry.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm the only one who even takes this seriously anymore. Like the only, because I'm the one. Like basically, if any of these guys like miss it, it's like okay, the recording goes on. If I miss it, the
Okay.
recording doesn't go on.
You
I
have the
was
recording software.
thinking
know.
of the right name, but it's just also the name of a band, My Bloody Valentine.
I haven't seen it. I've seen clips.
It is genuinely a really good horror movie, and Jensen Ackles does such a good job.
Probably why you got the
Mason?
job for Supernatural.
Mason, your homework tonight is to watch some James A. Janice Dead Meat kill count videos. They are hilarious.
Awesome.
He goes through horror movies and just counts the kills
I
and like
would,
talks about them.
but I just got Discovery Plus for the first time in a while, and I'm in the mood to rewatch Ghost Adventures again.
Fair enough. Can we talk about how what was the one movie called? Hang on a
We
second.
can't.
It was like the Office. No, okay. hang on a
Is it
second.
The Office, but the
No.
British version, the original?
No. It was a movie that was basically like a normal office or whatever.
The Matrix.
Basically, gets put into this scenario where it's like the purge. Basically, have to kill each other. The last one who survives,
Oh,
Guess
I know
what?
what you're talking about.
I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah,
Isn't
but
it,
I know
isn't
what
it
you're talking
literally like isn't it literally called Escape Room or something? Because it's
No.
like an escape
No,
room
no,
movie.
No.
about. No,
I swear
it's
that
like,
started
That's
in
a
an
different. That's a
office.
different movie you're thinking of.
this
I
is
swear that
like
started in an office though.
no,
maybe,
this is
but-
like a 12-story building out in the middle of nowhere, and they just like lock all the doors, put like blast shields on all the like doors and windows, and then they have to like kill each other.
I need the name of this. I'm about to watch it.
Here's the thing. Sounds like such a good movie. The ending
It's
is
not
gold,
bad.
but like compared to what it makes it sound like, it is utterly disappointing because it sounds like it's gonna be like an office like kill movie or whatever, and then all of a sudden they just open a door and there's just a huge arsenal of guns. It's just like, what office is this?
Oh my god, the movie I'm trying to think. Okay, there's a movie
Mhm.
and it's where aliens come to Earth and they abduct people and everybody gets put in ships. And in the ships there's like a room and they have to stand in circle, like in a giant circle on dots. And they have to choose every 2 minutes one person to die. And they like narrow it down to one person and then the aliens drop that one person back on Earth. And they do this with like the entire population. But the whole movie is about like all these people just standing in a room arguing about who deserves to live and who deserves to die based on what. It is an amazing movie. very like psychoanalytical. Highly recommend.
That
What's
reminds
it
me of
called?
like Saw 3D.
Let me look it up real quick. You guys keep talking. I'll figure it
Right.
out.
That reminds me of like the Saw 3D trap where it's just like they're on a one of those like spinning like things you see on playgrounds, and they're just locked in and there's a shotgun pointing at them and the person has to choose what dies. Instead he goes, I'm pregnant, and everyone goes, no you're not, you're just trying to survive or whatever. Like she just lies about being pregnant so she can just get out of this trap, and everyone calls her out for it. That is the only thing I remember from Saw 3D because it's such a bad movie. But
Oh, isn't that like the carousel or like the
Yes.
yeah.
like
I know what you're talking about.
yeah, no, it's like
The playground like the playground equipment where you like spin it really fast and launch people off the side of it.
yeah. No, I just love how Saw 3D just got or like not Saw 3D, just the Saw series just got progressively worse and worse and went from like, oh, you need to make this like actual decision to like, who minorly inconvenienced me that I can now put in this horrific scenario. Just like, and then the guy just like, the Saw 3D is about a guy who writes a book about being in like one of the assault trap or whatever, and it's a complete lie. So he gets actually put into a Saw like scenario thing where he basically has to choose who lives and who dies, and then finally to save his girlfriend who's about to get put in this giant furnace, he has to do the one trap that he says he was actually caught in his book. And the ending is the only thing I like about that movie is legitimately how they tied it around in the ending.
Yeah,
Which, do you guys know about that or even want to know about that or not?
I know about it already.
Yeah. I mean, like Mac and
Mac,
Silas.
I do not.
I'm not a big Saw guy.
Anyway, if you haven't seen it, like the ending basically ties it back to the first movie where they have like Jigsaw's, I can't remember the guy's actual name off the top of my head. They have his apprentice.
Kramer.
Yeah, John Kramer. They have his apprentice being the guy who had to cut his foot off and crawl out of the room in the first movie.
So
And that he's
like,
been carrying
so
on the
like
traps.
Scream 5.
Yeah, but the only thing I don't like is he's already had 3 apprentices before that carrying on, but this guy's actually the real apprentice that's actually been
Yeah.
being the apprentice or the guys who's been training the other guys or whatever. It's like, it's kind of stupid, but it's also a good tie back to the first movie. And then they went on with this trilogy after that. Now he has a new apprentice. It's like, why? Just let it die, man. They're making a new movie is coming out still. You'd think after the Chris Rock one that he made, it would stop. God,
Dude,
that movie was terrible.
The first scene of Scary Movie 3 is better than most of the Saw movies. And it's like literally a minute and a half long.
Dude,
It stars Shaq and Dr. Phil.
you're thinking of like Scary Movie, not Scream.
Yeah, that's what I just
You
said.
said Scream.
I said
No,
s-
you said.
did I
no,
say
you
Scream?
said Scream. Yeah.
You said Scream.
Oh, I meant Scary Movie. You're
yeah,
right.
no. The like most of the scary movies are legitimately just better than 90% of the Saw movies. Saw 1 and 2 are pretty much the only good movies.
Yeah. Mac, before I forget, the movie name is Circle.
Circle.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half long.
Yeah. Can we talk about how bad the Chris Rock Saw movie was? That was
There was a Chris Rock Saw
It's
movie.
on Netflix.
It's the newest one, and it was garbage. It was basically like what they did with the Last Jedi, where it was like Chris Rock was a fan of the Saw movies, and so it was a passion project of his, and it was quite literally the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It made Rubber look like a good movie.
Dude, Rubber is a good movie.
No. No, it is not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
The concept of Rubber is so terrible. And I don't know if I can ever like get past how bad the concept is.
Hot take, Teeth is better than Saw.
Can we not talk about that movie?
Yeah, please.
And for no other reason.
It just reminds me of like the dog and the girl from Full Metal Alchemist.
No. Quit talking about things we're not supposed to talk about.
Teeth is a good movie.
No, it's
For
not.
one reason and one reason alone. The video of a guy reviewing the movie where when they reveal like what the condition's called, vagina dentata.
Oh my.
Whenever he says that and he edits over the Hakuna Matata, like it was Timon and Pumbaa swinging between the branches.
Yeah, that's actually pretty funny.
It will forever be elite.
That's actually pretty funny. No, have you guys been seeing like the SpongeBob Invincible memes?
Yes,
God,
I've seen them
dude,
all. I've seen SpongeBob, Patrick, and Squidward.
I love them. There's nothing better than seeing the scene where Mark gets thrown into the mountain by Omni-Man, and it's just Patrick, and he just goes, "Where's the leak, ma'am?" that is gonna be
I don't
my
know.
favorite quote from SpongeBob.
The favorite one I've seen is Squidward versus Broly.
Oh my
That
god.
is my favorite SpongeBob edit I've seen so far.
Oh, that's bad. I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Yeah, from the movie where instead it's Frieza.
Oh my god.
Just getting his ass kicked for almost an hour or 2 hours straight.
Yikes. Yeah. No, but anyways, we should probably start wrapping stuff up soon.
God damn it, I really want to watch My Bloody Valentine again.
I want to play Rocket
I
League now.
haven't seen it in years.
I haven't seen it at all. I've just seen clips.
You really should.
Probably. Maybe. Who knows?
Well, just in case you don't, I need, like, it is spoiler warning, but it has a great fucking ending. Like, the whole movie, you got the basic survivors who are dodging and weaving, the ones who are meant to survive for most of the movie.
Mhm.
But it turns out that one of them was the killer the whole time, and even he didn't know it.
Sick. No,
And it's
dude.
Jensen Ackles.
Oh. No, but
You know what other movie has a great ending?
what?
Tusk.
Oh, I thought that's what you're talking about the entire time for teeth. I thought that's what you meant.
Really?
I don't know why I did.
Vagina dentata.
I now realize what you're talking about. That's why I was like, I don't understand it, but now I get why. Yeah. Let's not talk about Tusk.
Dude, the ending of Tusk is so fucked up.
let's not talk about that movie. Let's
Not
move on. Let's
only-
move on. Let's move on to the ending of the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Bro's scared to face the
have,
truth.
Have a great night, and
Stay
thank you, Max,
woke,
for
people.
joining with us. If you want to join in on another episode where we hopefully talk less and let you talk more, just let me know, and we'll get you in here. All right, everybody. Peace.
There's no cars.